Welcome to the NNN show. I'm your host, Chris Tysis, and yes, we are here with the NNN show, and we were in a new room again. Have I moved house again? No, I haven't. Um, I took the decision to sort of move the Nintendo Ninja newsroom into the second bedroom because I had no idea what to do about it. And I noticed that my living room was sort of turning into like a big Nintendo room, and it's sort of, I don't want to freak people out when I bring guests home and friends and that, and they see all this big, sort of layout. And also too that when I did some videos, there's been some audio problems that, yes, I know this microphone has a habit of changing the settings where when you go into sounds on your Windows PC, it tends to set the microphone sound down to 0. So I have to put it up to 100 every now and again. For some reason, it sort of resets itself. So some videos end up looking like crap. And I do apologize for it. It's back in the old days of 2015 when we had similar problems with the same type of microphone. So this is the setup, which is nice. I'll just move myself away from it so you can see it. So it's a simple setup. I don't want it to be too crazy. So you've got your 3 Pokemon up there and a nice little array of things. I'm trying to put as many amiibos up. No, I can't put all 70, 80 of them that I own. But I've got the consoles up there, which is quite nice. It's a bit of a small, quaint sort of collection. I don't like it to be too huge and crazy in that. Maybe we might extend it along during the time. But it is pretty much like the new Nintendo Ninja Newsroom. Unlike the old one where that room was bigger and it was easier to deal with. But and it kind of reminds me of my old home. I do miss it sometimes, the sort of coziness, and it doesn't echo in this room, and it just feels a bit nice for me. And hopefully people enjoy the simple setup, and of course there's the picture of Whisk there in the corner. You can't see it unless you download this video and do a super zoom up. But I am very, very pleased about how the room's set up. And the desk here fits quite nicely, and I'm using the PowerPoints better. And now the second room's filled out, I can do a bit more stuff with the living room. And I just like the way things are. It takes a few weeks for me to get used to sort of wrap my head about what I should put where. So there's normally a lot of furniture moving. And it took me months in the old place to sort it out when I first moved in there in 2014, which was a year before Nintendo Ninja News started, because I didn't own any furniture. And then I had this problem of owning quite a lot of furniture and not knowing where to really put it. So it was a bit of a different problem. So, yes, that's been pretty interesting. So, and the other thing too is November hype and stresses and things like that. I'll be honest, I've not been feeling well a bit mentally and physically. I've had hay fever. So this is probably the first 4 minutes that I haven't been blowing my nose and dealing with hay fever from that. I had a shower just before because it was that bad. Trying to get all the grass pollens off me, and I've been playing in a childcare centre. Playing in the sand pit and the dirt and dust, and it's sort of, when you have bad hay fever, a lot of people in Canberra are getting it, and then you're playing in sand and dirt and dust and children and that. It's basically all the bad combinations rolled into one. So it's been pretty tough, and in that respect. Now, of course, apart from the November stresses of dealing with studies, and that's been pretty difficult for me because I've been trying to do 100 things at once, and the last couple of weeks, it's sort of like this thing where no matter how much I'm trying, some shit comes up to mess me over. So like the bus, my bus tickets, I have a little bus card you tap on, tap off, and the concession ran out yesterday, and it chewed up all my bus credits. So I'll be walking 2.5 Ks tomorrow morning to deal with that, to go to my placement. Oh my god. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I have to do it. I just have to do it. So that's been a bit tough too. But the hype train has basically officially arrived with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which is going great. I'm pretty happy about that. Um, that's now in 15 days. 15 days to new Pokemons. And I can say that now you can preload your Pokemon game. I can buy it in the Australian eShop, which I will be doing. And it's going to be 4.1 gigs, so it's a pretty small game. I'm actually generally surprised, but, they're only doing the original 151, so probably be a much bigger game if they did all 800 later on down the track. The other big hype tonight in a couple hours, 2 or 3 hours, I'm not too sure what the time of that will be, but there will be the Super Smash Brothers Direct, and that will be very, very interesting to see. 40 minutes! This is going to be a lot, and apparently Treehouse will be appearing after the Direct, if I'm correct with my information. My nose is still half stuffed, so I'm not thinking straight at the moment too. So yeah, that's going to be fun doing that tonight when I want to sleep. So that's going to be interesting, and I wonder which characters might be revealed. I know there's been rumours and leaks, and there's a couple characters that I'm excited about too. I won't mention the names because I know the brakes on the hype train has broken. But let's just calm down. Just wait until the Direct and see what they've got to say. But it's already going to be a sensational game. Over 70 characters, and yet there are still people that want more. Just the greedy, just greedy people. They just want, no, I just want a bit more. There's only 70 characters. There's only 100 stages. And hopefully there's only 9 hours of music in it. I think it's already turning out to be a very impressive game. So the hype train is in full swing. In the next month, the next 5 weeks, you're going to get 2 awesome games for the Nintendo Switch, and it's going to be really interesting. I hope you like the new setup room. We've got the blinds, which makes it look nice and professional, and that's going to be awesome too. And hopefully, things turn out quite well for the Direct tonight, and hopefully I do feel a bit better from the hay fever, and hopefully just bad shit doesn't keep happening to me. I just need a few days off from having, bad things happen to me. It's been a bit of a stressful couple of weeks. And the streaming, I know that I've delayed on that, but I'm thinking around November 20th, sort of the last 10 days of November, I will be doing some streaming, and I do have a Twitch account, which is Nintendo Ninja News _. So if you have gotten through 8 minutes of me rambling, I would love you to do a follow. But I think I will do a standalone video, basically pimping the Twitch profile that I do have, and basically begging for you to join. I have 1 follower, just 1. Thanks, Ray. I knew I can count on you, the number 1 fan, I guess, that I have. So while my voice is deteriorating as I speak, that's when I will head off. So that is it for me in the new Nintendo Ninja Newsroom, and I shall see you next time.